Mga kasangbahay, moody ka ba tuwing malapit na ang red days? Yung tipong one moment happy, next moment parang the world is ending tuwing malapit na ang period. Well, hindi lang ito basta mood swings. Sa ilang babae, mas matindi ito. At ito ang tinatawag na Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder o PMDD. Ngayong araw po ay pag-uusapan natin kung paano ito nakakaapekto sa mood, energy at daily life ng mga kababaihan. At ako syempre, ano ang mga paraan para ma-manage ito ng safe and effective. Ito lang sa Doctors on TV. Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder o PMDD. Hindi lang simpleng mood swings, isa itong seryosong kondisyon na nakakaapekto sa emosyon, pisikal na kalusugan at pang-araw-araw na buhay ng kababaihan. Para po sa paunang impormasyon, alamin natin sa Dose of Information.
Did you know? Sa kabila ng pagiging normal at natural na bahagi ng buhay ng kababaihan, maraming babae pa rin ang nahihirapang harapin ang kanilang monthly period sa workplace. Studies show na menstrual leave o ang pagbibigay ng pahinga sa trabaho sa panahon na may regla ang babae ay hindi lang simpleng benepisyo. Nakatutulong ito para maprotektahan ang kalusugan, mabawasan ang absenteeism, at mapabuti ang productivity sa trabaho. Pero higit pa rito, ito rin ay hakbang para sa workplace equity para masigurong hindi hadlang ang menstruation sa career growth at financial security ng babae. Sa simpleng pagbibigay ng tamang policies at open culture, mas nagiging inclusive at supportive ang workplace para sa lahat. At ito pa ang isang interesting fact. Approximately 1.6% of women and girls globally ang nakararanas ng symptomatic premenstrual dysphoric disorder o PMDD. Ibig sabihin, mga 31 million individuals worldwide. Historically, ang unang observations ng premenstrual symptoms ay naitala noong 1931 bilang premenstrual tension. Noong 1987, na-introduce ang term na late luteal phase dysphoric disorder sa DSM-3R. Noong 2013 naman, opisyal na isinama ang PMDD sa DSM-5 bilang isang depressive disorder na nagpapatibay na ito ay isang lehitimong medical na kondisyon.
Mga kasangbahay, kanina po ay nagbigay tayo ng unang kaalaman tungkol sa PMDD. Ngayon, ang mga tanong natin, ano nga ba ang mga dahilan kung bakit nangyayari ang kondisyong ito, paano ito nakakaapekto sa pang-araw-araw na buhay, trabaho at relasyon ng kababaihan at higit sa lahat, ano ang mga paraan para matulungan silang mabuhay ng mas maayos at produktibo. Upang bigyan po tayo ng malinaw na paliwanag at gabay, kasama natin ngayon umagang isang napakagaling na obstetrics and gynecologist mula sa Makati Medical Center. Welcome to Doctors on TV, Dr. Margaret Joyce Cristi-Limson.
Hi, good morning, Doc Sarah. Thank you for having me here today. So, I'm really happy that we have this opportunity, no, itong pagkakataon na ito pag-usapan itong PMDD because parang wala masyadong maraming taong may alam tungkol dito.
And it's very common, Doktor, na nangyayari.
I realize kasi when patients try to get in touch with me na meron talagang mga tao na parang matanda na sila eh. Hindi man lang yung mga bata, 40, sasabihin nila, Doc, after all these years, no, living with this, only to realize na meron palang ganito. Yun.
And then, glad that you're here. Welcome back. Kasi panibagong guesting nyo na naman here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, and then since you mentioned about PMDD a while ago already, so pwede ba natin himayin para mas maintindihan? So ano nga ba itong premenstrual dysphoric disorder o yung PMDD? Saka paano po ba ito naiiba sa mga karaniwang PMS na laging alam ng lahat?
So, itong PMS, medyo madalas yan. Alam natin yan. Yung medyo masungit, magkakaroon, moody, no? Nakaka-feel ng some symptoms. Yung babae, alam niyang magkakaroon na siya. But PMDD, severe. So talagang meron yan physical manifestation, tsaka emotional manifestation. And it always, just like PMS, no, it will occur during a certain time during sa menstrual cycle. Tapos makakakita ka ng cycle or pattern for these symptoms. Tapos umiigi siya pag magkaroon. Tapos, ito na, alam na ng ng babae na magkakaroon na siya kasi mga 1 or 2 weeks before nagkakaroon ng symptoms. But the key word there, it's severe. It's very bad na na-affect niya yung mga relationships, the ability to work and to function every day.
Pero doktora, kasi kino-compare natin siya sa PMS, di ba? Okay, sabi, mas severe. Pero di ba minsan sinasabi nila, naku, teka, pag magme-menopause na, parang ganun din eh. So, I mean, how would you differentiate that? Well, na-compare nyo na siya sa PMS, and then paano dun sa yung mga manifestations ng mga malapit na mag-menopause?
Well, it might be very similar, except that sa menopause, it's very clear na it's the estrogen deficiency that's a problem. So, alam namin na hot flush yung problema. So, hindi yan ang symptoms ng PMDD. So, pero yung mood might be similar, no?
Plus, of course, doktora, probably the age also, no?
Oh, definitely. Because also the pattern. Kasi ang PMDD, meron niyang cyclic pattern. Parang regla na dadating. Yung menopause or yung perimenopausal symptoms, nearing the time lang, the end of the reproductive career. So, mga 45 above, yan ang usual time na mag-onset ang mga menopausal or perimenopausal
Pero
symptoms.
ito, it can happen at a very young age.
Oh, yes, definitely. Pwede talaga yan at the start of the reproductive age, no? But minsan mapapansin lang nila yung pattern pagka iti-take note nila. Sabi nila, oo nga pala, all this time, no? For so many years, ganito yung pattern pag magkakaroon. Tapos minsan yung kanilang mga significant partners or yung mga kapatid nila yung magsasabi magkakaroon na to. Kasi, ayan na. Even for PMS, but for PMDD, it's really, really significant. Some would say parang nagbabagong anyo sila. Tapos sasabihin pa nga ng mga iba kong patients, sabihin nila, looking back to a couple of days ago, parang irrational yung kanyang reaction to certain events. Parang hindi siya yon. Pero mapapansin niya na the time of the month, about the time of she's going to get it, laging ganun siya.
Oh, so parang kumbaga, every month may bagyo. Parang ganyan.
That's a good way of
so,
putting it.
huhupa siya, and then after another month. I mean,
No, even just like minsan, 2 to 3 weeks lang na
really?
okay siya. Tapos ganun na naman, another 1 to 2 weeks, not
pero
so great.
mahirap yan, doktora, kasi a while ago, you mentioned about different aspects, di ba, getting affected, like you have the physical and the
Right.
emotional aspect as well. Doktora, ano ba yung mga manifestations na yung mga kalimitang nakita nyo sa mga ganitong pasyente?
Okay, so yung mga physical symptoms, medyo mas minor to ng konti. So, headache, yung breast tenderness, bloated, minsan may joint pain, pagod na pagod. Yun. Tapos, iba din yung kanilang appetite, tsaka yung sleeping pattern. Pero in terms of the physical, yung iba sobrang irritable. Severe, madaling pumitik. No? And the others are very tense, on the edge. Talagang gigil na gigil. Nakikipag-pick ng fights kahit sa maliliit na bagay, pinapatulan. Very sad din yung iba. Very intense depression, anxious, no? And again, no, there's the fatigue. Then the others feel like they're so overwhelmed, they can't focus, they can't do their job, no?
Pero doktora, wala ba itong psychological factor?
Okay, so that's a bit tricky because parang nalalapit siya sa medyo yung iba depression or general anxiety disorder. So sometimes if like especially if a patient has thoughts of suicidal ideations, no, I would actually ask them to be seen by a psychiatrist, just so that I'm sure that this is not just maybe PMDD and maybe something more than that or an underlying
You just have to
issue.
roll it out. So kailangan
For
ng
some,
ng co-management initially.
Sometimes, not
palagi
all.
naman. But is this really very common? I mean, kamusta yung nito, yung rate nito globally o kaya kahit dito sa
okay.
Pilipinas, sa mga pasyente, yung marami ba kayo na-encounter na ganitong
Okay,
cases?
so globally, the literature will say it's about 3 to 8%, mga 4%, ganyan. But locally, there's no data. No? So, a lot of patients, not too much. Again, the awareness is a key factor there. I think there are a lot of women living with it na hindi nila alam. So, hindi sila diagnosed, okay? I don't see a lot, maybe just a couple every month, no? But enough for me to know that this is this disease, this disorder significantly affects the life of women and those people around them, no? Their relationships, their significant others, their children. Yun.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Pero, doktora, ano ba yung ano nito? Yung main cause or trigger? Kasi para at least, di ba, parang maganda kasi, di ba, ang attack ng management, which we'll be talking
That's
about
true.
later on, would be to sa etiology, eh.
Right. So, that's, you would think because it's cyclic, that it's probably hormonal. Pero the truth is, they can't really pinpoint a true cause or etiology for this PMDD. They also think it might be related to another hormone that's not really cyclic, yung serotonin, no? Pero like we said, we're not really 100% sure.
Siguro kaya rin walang data, doktora, no?
Maybe, yes.
Yeah, kung ano yung rates niya. But does it happen na if kunyari yung nanay nagkaroon ng ganito, is there chance na parang yung daughter niya later on may ganyan din?
Yes, there's a possibility. Actually, kapag may mga underlying family history of even depression or anxiety disorder, the family, the parents, mga kapatid, there is a higher possibility na pwedeng magkaroon siya ng PMDD.
So, pwede.
Pwede,
Pwede
may
i-consider yung
genetic,
genetic
right.
possession.
Kasi
Okay.
for them, nakita nila yan dun sa mga twin, di ba sa mga sa science, yung mga twin, titingnan nila kapag meron association. They found that for this disorder.
Pero, doktora, so basically, kanina kasi sinabi nyo, so ito pwede yung sa genes, so basically hormonal, pero at least kahit papano, meron bang parang nakita na pagka ganito ang itsura, ang hormonal picture, kumbaga may kinalaman sa mga estrogen, progesterone levels, wala rin talaga.
No. So this is really a clinical diagnosis. So we never do hormone tests for these patients. Ang very important dyan and key in diagnosing is it's cyclic. You see that pattern, and then the intensity of the symptoms, and the degree of how much it affects the quality of life of the person. And those are key things or key features that we look for when we diagnose PMDD in such patients.
I see. And, doktora, kanina kasi we also mentioned about yung minsan may mga manifestations of anxiety and depression. So, can this be possible na parang dun sa may mga pamilya na meron parang ganitong condition, sila yung pwedeng candidate na magkaroon ng PMDD?
Pwedeng-pwede po yan. So, hindi siya unlikely na mangyari.
I see. And how about yung mga ibang environmental or lifestyle factors? Meron bang nalilink dito sa PMDD?
Well, they say, in terms of health, okay, sa diet, intake of a lot of salt, alcohol, mga yan, can exacerbate or be some cofactors or risk factors that you'll probably want to eliminate in a patient who you highly suspect of having PMDD.
Yeah, and since parang kasi as we talk, nakita ko multifactorial sa doktora, no? So basically, pwedeng may genes and then ito nga kung hindi pa living a healthy lifestyle.
Possibly.
Okay, so talagang pwede, 'di ba? So talagang kulang ang so basically it's really parang more of clinical diagnosis ang ginagawa here.
Yes.
And doktor, ano yung usually mga key points that you usually extract from the patient to come up with this diagnosis?
Okay, the first is the timing. Important yan na cyclic. Kasi kunwari may mga patients nga na galing sa psychiatric evaluation, sabihin, napansin daw ng kanilang doctor na it's really a certain time of the month. So may cyclic pattern. So that's very important. Usually 1 to 2 weeks before the onset of menses. Tapos umiigay yung pakiramdam pag magkaroon siya or a couple of days pagkaroon. Tapos parang biglang okay na siya ulit. Tapos ito na naman, mid-cycle to maybe about week 3, they start feeling bad. So that is a key factor. Number 2, meron mga physical symptoms. We discussed them earlier. Tsaka yung emotional symptoms. And then the fourth one is it has to be significant enough to be severe. Not just PMS level, severe enough to disrupt the way they're living their lives, the work, the relationships. So, of course, kasama kasi sa diagnostic criterion, usually, you have to rule out that it's not because of substance abuse.
Yeah.
Diba? And dapat hindi siya, na-rule out mo kung may high degree of suspicion for depression or hindi siya yon.
So basically, napakahalaga dito na merong tracking of
true.
yung manifestations. Okay,
Yes.
so dapat kasi magbe-base ang OBGYN doon sa sasabihin ng pasyente and probably yung kaanak na kasama, doktora, di ba? So dapat yan nakikip track and when bag, how often. So
Yes.
hindi lang to one time na one month na complaint. So basically, kung papaano, so dapat magre-record.
Parang okay yan, diary. So may mga diary nga online, you can mark it. And then also to check if the patient is responding to treatment, continuous yung diary. Parang i-rate nila, better, constant. Para if you look back, may konting objective parameter to see you are actually getting better. It looks like your mood has stabilized and better nga.
Pero doktora, okay, so granting you have confirmed already that this is a PMDD, how do you go about the management? Ano yung usually first line of treatment?
Okay, first that the patient has to be aware. Because being aware, I think, then they kind of catch it and then there's this realization and understanding na, hindi lang pala talaga ako ganito. Tsaka hindi lang ako yung ganito. Because then sabi ko, hindi lang naman ikaw. Because sometimes they feel really horrible because of how they are during that time. So, depends yan po sa severity. The literature will say that antidepressants, no? The SSRI are actually first line for this and it's actually quite effective. But they may also have side effects, okay? Yeah. And they're not also very cheap. So sometimes, as first line, I would consider using also hormones. Because if ang problem is the way they react to the cyclicity, di ba kang hormones kasi hindi naman yan steady during the menstrual cycle. It goes up and down depending on that. What we'll try to do is stabilize it. Or eliminate that progesterone withdrawal that comes right about the time na magkakaroon ng menses. So if we keep that stable, give them a hormone, then maybe that might work.
So basically here, talagang magta-try ka rin talaga.
Yes.
Kasi you would want to, to prevent yung side effects from the
that is very true.
Antipsychiatric medication.
It's very important, no? Some patients, they come, they're a bit desperate. Okay? They're looking for something.
But I'm just curious, Doktora. So yung mga patients na nakita nyo and you are entertaining PMDD, do they happen to have to undergo denial stage initially?
No, not so much anymore. When they come, they kind of know. And that's exactly why they are seeing an OB.
Siguro marami na sila nakaaway sa family.
Nabasa.
That's why. Nabasa pati.
May mga nabasa
Yun
na
ang maganda
sila.
kasi ngayon di ba? Minsan yung pagdating sa atin, parang alam na nila yung diagnosis nila.
Yes, they're just verifying and they're wanting support and treatment.
Okay. Pero dito ba, Doktora, ano yung role nung, di ba, they're saying na sa PMDD daw, okay, so pwede i-consider yung cognitive behavioral therapy or counseling sa pag-manage po nitong condition.
Okay, so the literature is magkakaiba. So some would say na merong some degree, although hindi siya kasama sa mga first-line treatment. But especially first-line therapy or even medications don't work. That I think is a good therapeutic option that you may want to add.
So this will just be like supportive?
I think so.
Yeah, and about yung mga natural approach or holistic approach as well?
So, mga natural, okay, I would probably consider giving calcium. So maybe about 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams to these patients.
Why calcium for PMDD
Well,
patients?
they found that there might be improvement in patients who are taking that. So it would be calcium, no? Calcium and possibly vitamin B. 50 to 80 milligrams. Vitamin D, hindi masyado. Pero these are just supplements, so I think easy to take and to consider. I think no harm yan in taking those supplements.
Oh, and how about the follow-up? I mean, what would be the intervals that you require the patient to be seeing you?
Okay, so actually it's very important that whatever therapy, lalo na kung medication ang ibibigay, discuss the side effects. So hormones, some patients ang side effect niyan might get sadder or depressed. So that might worsen it. So I tell them, once we start treatment, you have to make sure that you have a close person, your boyfriend, your sister, your mother, who knows you're starting the medication. Kasi kapag you're worse, then definitely we will stop. We will look for something else. So that's very important. I would usually ask the patients to come in maybe about before they finish one pack of the hormones, so within a month, so that I can assess for side effects. But full effect, I would say, if we're talking about hormones, come back within 3 months. Because that's when I will see kung ano talaga yung kanyang effect to check clinically how you are. Oh,
okay.
Parang yan, i-review ko yung kanyang diary. How are you? And then she's going to tell me, Doc, I have abnormal bleeding because of this. Oh, this is expected. Okay lang yan. I'll reassure her. Doc, parang I'm much better. Or Doc, I'm just level 5. Parang not even optimal. Let's change. No? Let's look for something else. So that might work for you. So it's going to be going back and assessing clinically again, no? Because we don't check hormones for that. How is she? So she'll just check in with me to say, do you think the treatment is working? Are you better now? The third month will give me a good idea how that treatment is working for her.
Oh, okay. So basically, kasi di ba pinag-uusapan natin yung physical and emotional manifestations, doktora. Pero alin yung mas seryoso dito?
Oh, it's really for most it would be the emotional.
Emotional.
Because relationships are affected.
But as an obstetrician gynecologist, physically, ano yung mga manifestation nitong babae nito na parang can this be fatal? Not really naman.
Not so much unless, suicidal.
Yun lang.
But very significant sometimes is the fatigue. They're so tired.
Fatigue.
Oo, yun.
But this is cyclical. Does it mean that the patient would be subjected to a forever treatment?
Possibly.
Oh, so that's a possibility.
Yeah. So if it's really hormonal, they say for the reproductive age group. So, i-improve yan. By the time, mawala na yung fluctuations ng
Kasi di ba may
cycle.
mga sakit nga na sa babae na pagka sabi nila, pag
Menopause.
nanganak, di ba may isa pa? Pag nanganak ka na, medyo mag-i-improve. Pag naman
Totoo
nag-menopause ka, ganon. So ito bang PMMD, meron ba siyang ganyan?
Well, kung kung hormonal siya, then possibly, pagka mag-menopause siya, ma-eliminate yung fluctuation na yon. Baka naman menopause symptoms naman ang i-address niya.
Yeah.
Pero it
We
might
never
improve.
know.
Kasi nawala na yung cycles eh. So nawala din yung isa doon sa mga criteria na kailangan i-fulfill.
But this condition is really interesting kasi
It is.
parang ang hirap, wala nga masyadong data. Kaya, so, kailangan talaga magaling din ang obstetrician and gynecologist, ang OBGYN.
Yes, because some patients, they say, they've been to some doctors and they say that's nothing. That's nothing. And that makes them feel na parang,
Siya lang ba yun?
siya lang ba yun? Or overacting lang siya. And in fact, yung sabi nga nung isa, 43 na siya, pasyente ko. 43 years old, can you imagine that? All this time. Kala nila nagdadrama lang ako. And I believed it, baka overdramatic lang ako. Meron palang problema talaga.
Okay. But siguro, probably rin kasi talaga, it depends kung ano yung cases na nahahanap. Kasi this is a special case. This is not really, parang a very, very common one pala. Okay. So, syempre, the more cases we doctors see, di ba?
Yeah.
The more that we get,
But,
more familiar with.
The great thing about social media, the patients are more aware. They find support. So there really are support groups because some patients find me from a group. Yes, so there's, I think, a PMDD group. Sabi ko, I saw you in this PMDD group. Sabi ko, so at least they find support, no? From each other.
Yun pa naman ang
Tsaka hindi sila
pinaka-importante.
mag-isa.
Yeah. Yung parang, yun like what you mentioned a while ago, parang akala nila, ang hirap ng feeling mo, parang ikaw lang yung masama, parang, ano ba, nagdadrama ba ako? Parang ganyan. O attitude problem lang ba to? Di ba,
Yes, totoo yan. Tapos gano'n, nami-misconstrue na parang talagang ganun sila.
And we should never disregard it. We need understanding kasi syempre, especially that dito nakasalalay also yung relationship niya with the family.
Work
diba?
also. Hindi sila
Work,
productive,
yeah.
pumipitik, hindi makafocus, so ang output is very low during that time. Parang, di ba? Parang hindi sila okay. Parang,
Ako, thank you for what you do, doktora. Is marami na help na ganyan. Mahirap yung gano'n parang kala mo napaparanoid ka lang. Mahirap yung ganong problema, di ba?
that it's all in your head or it's all
Yeah.
you. That's a problem.
Okay. Ayan, mga kasambahay, ako sobrang insightful po ng ating talakayan kung paano nakakaapekto ang PMMD sa kababaihan, whether emotionally, physically, at sa mga pang-araw-araw po na gawain. Ngunit, wag po tayong magpakampante dahil marami pa rin kumakalat ng mga misconceptions tungkol dito. Kaya stay tuned. Ibas natin ang mga myths at ibigay ang mga real facts para mas malinaw at mas safe ang journey ng bawat kababaihan. Sa pagbabalik po ayan ng Doctors on TV. Ibabalik po ang Doctors on TV. Mga kasambahay, alam nyo ba, marami pa rin ang nag-iisip na normal lang ang labis na pagiging emosyonal bago at tuwing menstruation? O di kaya ay drama lang ng babaeng nireregla. Naku, kaya ngayon ay i-break natin ang mga myths, linawin ang katotohanan at tulungan ang lahat na mas maunawaan ang PMDD. Dito lang sa Mythbuster. Dito po natin iisa-isahin, Doc, ang mga kumakalat na paniniwala tungkol sa PMDD. At sasagutin niyo ito, Doc, kung ito po ba ay myth lang o fact talaga. Kung myth po, paki-explain kung ano ang totoo. Are you ready, Doc?
Okay, I'll try my best.
Myth or fact, ang PMDD ay simpleng mood swings lang na normal sa regla ng babae.
Nako, yung word pa lang na simple, hindi na siya totoo. Okay, hindi siya simple. So myth siya. So it's not something na ina-expect mo every month, no? It is a disorder. It's a problem. And like sinabi natin kanina, severe siya.
At kailangan i-manage.
Yes.
Okay, so myth or fact, Doktora, ang
Okay.
PMDD ay nakukuha lang kapag stressed ang babae.
Nako, hindi. Ito super high level to ng stress at saka hindi lang stress, no? Ibang-iba. Myth.
Ito, Doktora, myth or fact, ang PMDD ay hindi seryoso at hindi kailangan ng gamot o therapy.
Oh my gosh, no? Sobrang myth. These people need help. Okay? They need help.
Myth or fact, kapag may PMDD, hindi na pwedeng magtrabaho o gumawa ng school activities.
Okay, baka mahirap po kapag may PMDD ang isang babae na gawin gampanan yung mga ginagawa nila for school, for work. And that's why I think some degree of treatment will be necessary for them to be able to function very well.
Okay, this one. Myth or fact, ang PMDD ay nakakaapekto lang sa emosyon, hindi sa katawan o physical health.
Nako, hindi. Physical, emotional, together. Myth.
Kasi complicated nga ito,
Yes.
Doktora, di ba? Okay, myth or fact, ang PMDD ay pwedeng mawala basta mag-exercise o mag-diet lang.
Okay, baka mag-improve siya. Okay, can't disregard that healthy living might help, pero baka not totally. Okay?
Yeah. So, kailangan pa rin talaga ng medical management.
Maybe some degree of medical management for most patients.
Okay.
Okay.
Ito, Doktora, myth or fact, lahat ng kababaihan na nagkakaroon ng PMS ay magkakaroon din ng PMDD.
Nako, Lord, sana hindi. So, myth, no? So, mataas ang percentage ng women na may PMS. Maybe as much as 32% or even higher.
Kaya sana hindi sila magkaroon ng PMDD.
I agree. Hindi sila masama dun sa
Pero parang
3 to 8%.
baka, Doktora, hindi naman kasi magkaiba ng diagnosis. And sabi nyo kanina,
Level of severity
mas
yan.
severe ang PMDD.
Correct.
Okay, so ayan mga kasambahay. Now we know the real tea tungkol sa PMDD. Myths busted, facts served. Naku, tandaan, hindi lahat ng nakikita o nababasa natin ay tama. Kaya laging check with the experts para safe and chill ang journey ng ating mental and physical health. Shout out kay Dr. Margaret Joyce Cristi-Limson for helping us get the facts straight at sa pagtutuwid ng mga maling paniniwala tungkol sa PMDD. Before we wrap up, Doc, any last hacks or tips po para sa ating mga viewers para mas manageable ang PMDD sa daily life?
Okay, so I think it's a matter of being able to identify or that index of suspicion na baka meron nga silang PMDD. So track those symptoms. And if you see a pattern, go see a doctor to discuss your symptoms. And maybe it'll get better for you. Okay, so you will be able to get the right treatment.
Thank you for that, Doktora. And baka may gusto kayong batian bago kayo pakawalan.
Of course, my family, my mom and dad, get better. Okay?
And you might want to invite our viewers to visit you here at Makati Medical Center.
Yes, come visit us in Makati Medical Center. We believe that we will give compassionate and the right care for our patients.
Oh, thank you very much. And for more information about their services, visit the Makati Medical Center website at www.makatimed.net.ph. You can also conveniently book an appointment online or reach their 24/7 hotline at 02-8888-8999. So 58 po yan, 39. Stay connected to world-class healthcare anytime. Or you can visit here at Makati Medical Center, your trusted health partner, located at number 2 Amorsolo Street, Legazpi Village, Makati City. At kaugnay rin po ng ating tinalakay kanina, mag-iiwan kami ng ilang tips na makatutulong sa mga kababaihan, lalo na po tuwing menstrual cycle. Let's talk about it on Health Tips.
Maraming kababaihan ang nakakaranas ng biglaang pagbabago sa mood tuwing papalapit na ang kanilang menstrual period. Ito ay dahil may direktang epekto ang hormone sa ating utak, lalo na sa emosyon, pag-iisip at stress response. At iyan ang pag-usapan natin ngayong araw. Hi, I'm Dr. Vincent Aquino Manuel, Isa akong cardiovascular at mental health specialist doctor. Alamin natin kung paano naapektuhan ng hormonal changes ang pakiramdam at isip ng kababaihan sa iba't ibang yugto ng menstrual cycle at kung ano ang mga paraan para mapanatili ang kanilang emotional at mental well-being. May 4 na pangunahing yugto ang menstrual cycle. Una, ang menstrual phase, kung saan mababa ang estrogen at progesterone. Pangalawa, ang follicular phase, kung saan unti-unting tumataas ang estrogen. Pangatlo ay ang ovulation phase, kung saan mataas ang estrogen. At luteal phase, kung saan tumataas ang progesterone tapos biglang bumababa bago ang regla. Ang biglaang pagbaba ng hormones, lalo na sa luteal phase, ang kadalasang sanhi ng mood changes. Tatlong bahagi ng utak ang pinaka-apektado sa mga ito. Una, ang amygdala, kung saan ang sentro ng emosyon at anxiety. Pangalawa, ang hippocampus, kung saan ito ang memory center at emotional regulation. Pangatlo, ang prefrontal cortex, kung saan dito napupunta ang ating decision making at impulse control. Kapag pabago-bago ang hormones, nagiging mas sensitibo ang bahaging ito at mas madali tayong makaramdam ng lungkot, iritasyon, or kaba. Ang estrogen ay ang nagpapataas ng serotonin at dopamine o yung ating happy hormones. Ang progesterone naman ay may calming effect pero maaaring magdulot ng antok, brain fog, or sadness kapag sobra o biglang bumaba. Kapag bumagsak ang estrogen at progesterone, bago ang menstrual cycle, bumababa rin ang feel-good chemical sa ating utak. Maaaring maranasan ang mga sumusunod, hirap mag-concentrate or brain fog, mabagal na memory recall, o ang pagkakaroon ng emotional sensitivity. Ito ay temporary at hormone-related lamang at hindi ito senyalis ng kahinaan o kakulangan sa talino. Ang cycle tracking ay tumutulong para makilala ang pattern ng mood changes, mahanda ang sarili emotionally, maiwasan ang self-blame at mas maagang makapansin ng abnormal symptoms. Kapag alam mo na ang cycle mo, mas naiintindihan mo mabuti ang reaksyon ng iyong utak. Ang menstrual cycle ay hindi lamang tungkol sa regla. Ito ay konektado sa ating utak, emosyon at mental health ng kababaihan. Kung may mga nararamdaman, huwag baliwalain. May solusyon, may tulong at may pag-asa. Ako po si Dr. Vincent Manuel at ito ang iyong health tips.
Mga kasambahay, naku sana po ay nakatulong sa inyo ang ating mga tinalakay. Pero hindi pa po nagtatapos dyan. Stay tuned mga kasambahay dahil magbabalik pa ang Dr. Zon TV. Nagbabalik po ang Dr. Zon TV. Mga kasambahay, feeling mo ba moody ka tuwing may period or super energized? Alam niyo ba pwede nating i-zinc ang mood at energy sa ating cycle with the right food, gentle movement at herbal helpers like Vitex, magnesium at ashwagandha. Add pa rito ang mga mood calming routines like journaling, aromatherapy, breathing exercises at safe essential oils and teas. It's time to ride your moody mood naturally. And let's tune in sa Naturally Yours.
Nakakaranas ka ba ng mood swings tuwing malapit ng iyong menstrual period? O kaya naman ay may mga araw na pakiramdam mo ay sobrang energized at ganado ka bigla? Alam niyo ba na pwede nating isync ang ating katawan sa menstrual cycle para mas ma-manage ang mood at hormones naturally? Hi, I'm Dr. Vincent A. Manuel, isang cardiovascular at mental health specialist doctor. Sa video na ito, pag-uusapan natin ang mga natural at practical na paraan para mas mabalance at papangalagaan ang ating mood at hormones sa iba't ibang yugto ng menstrual cycle. Mahalaga ito dahil iba't iba ang pangangailangan ng katawan at utak sa bawat phase. Kapag naiintindihan mo ang cycle mo, mas naiiwasan ang self-blame, naiihanda ang ating sarili emotionally, at napapangalagaan ang ating mental health. Hindi ka moody, hormonal ka lang at normal iyon. Kapag bumaba ang hormones, mas nagiging sensitive ang ating emotions. Karaniwang ito ay nangyayari sa luteal phase, ang mga araw bago magkaroon ng regla. Sa panahong ito, biglang bumababa ang estrogen, mas bumababa ang ating serotonin at mas mabilis may stress o may irita ang isang babae. Ito rin ang phase kung saan mas kailangan ng pahinga at self-care ng ating sarili. Kailangan natin ng sapat na tulog, at least 7 to 9 hours per night. Regular light exercise, katulad ng walking, stretching at yoga. Stress management techniques tulad ng deep breathing exercise. Pagiging gentle sa sarili. Hindi lahat ng araw ay high energy tayo. Minsan, pahinga ang pinaka-epektibong gamot. Kung tayo ay nasa follicular ovulation phase, mas okay ang social activities at workouts. Kung tayo naman ay sa luteal o menstrual phase, mas bagay ang journaling, light exercise at me time alone. Sa mga pagkain, kailangan natin ng complex carbohydrates, kailangan natin ng pagkain mataas sa omega-3 fatty acids, at iwas muna tayo sa sobrang caffeine at sugar. Kapag aware ka sa cycle mo, alam mo kung kailan mag-slow down. Naiintindihan mo ang pinaggagalingan ng iyong emotions, mas nagiging compassionate tayo sa sarili. Self-awareness turns confusion into clarity. Tandaan, self-care doesn't have to be expensive. Madalas, sapat na ang natural at practical na techniques para mapanatili ang ating mental well-being. Kung nakatulong ang video na ito, don't forget to share dahil sharing is caring.
Mga kasangbahay, sobrang saya talaga kapag natututo tayo ng mga bagong paraan para alagaan ang ating kalusugan and well-being at syempre pati na rin po ng ating pamilya. Goal namin na bigyan kayo ng mga practical tips at natural na solusyon para po sa mas healthy, balanced at mas masayang lifestyle. Kaya maraming salamat po sa pagtutok at tandaan. Every tip and advice ay para po sa mas malusog at mas empowered na pangangatawan. And of course, gusto ko rin pong pasalamatan ng mga taong patuloy na nagbibigay ng inspirasyon at suporta sa aming pong public service mission. Kuya Daniel Razon, maraming salamat sa inyong walang sawang dedikasyon sa tunay na public service. And to BMPI's General Manager, Mr. J. Eusebio, may you both be blessed with good health and continued success, as well as all the members of the Management Committee of KDR Group of Companies. Siyempre, binabati ko yung aking kambal, si Iyo and si Iya. Hello, hi kay EJ and kay Dr. Alamin at sa mga pasyente po namin sa Barba-Cabodil Health and Wellness Center. Nanay and tatay, I love and miss you both so much. And greetings go to Delicates Food Corporation headed by Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Mooney. Hi kay Tita Letty Duarte and kay Deng. And of course, sa inyong lahat po ng mga taga-suporta, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. At sa ating pong health partners, Doctors on TV would like to thank Makati Medical Center Incorporated, located at Quezon Avenue, Corner Scout Magbanwa Street, Barangay Paligsahan, Quezon City. You may contact them through their trunk line number 02-8372-3825 or 025318-5100 or through their mobile number 0919-069-1890 hanggang 91 po. Or you may also visit their website at www.capitalmedical.com. At pinasasalamatan din natin ng SOC Surgeon General Hospital. So for inquiries, you may visit their website at www.sgh.doh.gov.ph. Doctors on TV would also like to thank River Valley Eye Center and Specialty Clinics Incorporated. For inquiries, you may visit their website at www.rivervalleyecsc.com. At kung gusto niyo pong balikan ng mga segments today o i-share sa mga kaibigan ninyong health conscious, pwedeng-pwede. Just visit our social media pages at www.facebook.com/DoctorsOnTV and hit the subscribe button on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@UNTV News and Rescue. Naku, para lagi po kayong una sa health info. At huwag pong kalimutang tumutok ulit next Sunday, alas 9 ng umaga, 9 a.m. dito lamang sa UNTV. And also, don't forget to like and follow my Facebook page. Just type Dr. Sarah Barba-Cabodil in the search box. Muli po, magandang umaga at maraming salamat sa inyong lahat na nakisama sa isa na namang makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa kalusugan. Ako po si Dr. Sarah Barba-Cabodil at laging paalala natin, let's make it a habit to learn about good health. Only here at Doctors on TV.
Doctors on TV would like to thank Makati Medical Center, the hospital with the heart, located at Amorsolo Street, Legazpi Village, Makati City. You may contact them at 632-8888-8999. Like and follow their Facebook page at I Am Makati Med, or you can visit their website at www.makatimed.net.ph. Lindesont Gas Corporation, located at 179 National Road, Landayan, San Pedro, Laguna, 4023. For inquiries, you may contact them at 02-8824-0867, 02-824-9360, or you can email them at lgcsalesco@gmail.com. Clinica Figura, located at Entrata Building, Philinvest, Alabang. You may contact them at 0917-317-7272. Barba-Cabodil Health and Wellness Center, located at Unit 1531, Centuria Medical Makati, Century City, Makati. You may contact 0917-317-7272 for appointments and other inquiries about your health and wellness needs. Special thanks to Makati Medical Center, Dr. Saturnino P. Javier, Medical Director, Interim Co-President and CEO, Mr. Arnold C. Ocampo, Chief Finance Officer, Interim Co-President and CEO, Ms. Arlene L. Songko, Senior Vice President, Ms. Monica Reyes Dizon, Assistant Vice President, Mr. Mark Punelas, Makati Medical Center Unit Head Manager, Communications and Special Projects,